And you know what? I don't think there's like any pressure, like especially again because we are in the industry and like we're running around. And half the time we just eat at work and like whatever's quick and like ready to go.
Absolutely.
But I think it is nice that we're like, oh, okay, we're eating home. We're gonna cook at home. What are we gonna go to the supermarket for? And it's like grab the
Restaurant Punk. What's up?
Restaurant Punk.
Oh, that was obnoxious.
Well,
you guys did it together.
You left us.
I wasn't part of it.
Lines.
I mean, I felt like it was a duo there. I couldn't be part of that threesome. It got kind of weird.
You guys just made it weird. You just made it weird, George.
I'm supposed to make it weird. Restaurant Punk, what's up?
On the topic of threesomes, just kidding.
Oh.
It's a joke.
Eiffel Tower, this mother. Pew, 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 pew.
Cut. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Fired up.
I feel very unsafe over here.
Shh.
So
That's my wife.
Sorry. I can touch you too.
I was thinking more so because I do have a chef of a husband, and we've talked about this before. How the chef skills never make it home.
True.
Yeah, because you do
True.
You do a lot of the cooking at home.
I do all of the cooking at home.
I'm sorry. I do heat things up.
That's not even true. You forgot to put the oven on the other day.
This is true as well.
But nevertheless, to reel it in and to bring it back to like the day one, what would be your go-to like first day I'm cooking for you meal?
Oh. For like your first date?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar. What did I cook, Jenny?
Well, I'll tell you what it was 15 years ago in college. So I was
These
broke.
bitches got better food than me.
I was broke. They definitely did, because I rated, I'm not going to say which restaurant I worked at, but I went into the walk-in. I'm like, ooh, filet? Heck yeah. Demi-glaze, blanched and prepped asparagus,
Couldn't be me.
chocolate souffle,
You get Julio's.
fresh donut. I took it all. Everything was prepped already. First date, I mean, filet, mashed potatoes, demi-glaze, asparagus,
I fucking regret
chocolate
this
souffle,
topic.
garnished with a donut.
Are you
It took
kidding
me
me?
like 40 minutes because I had everything prepped up from the restaurant, and I just took it. That was nice.
What the
Yeah, because I didn't have to pay for it at the time.
I'm calling the lawyer.
I'm not going to label the restaurant, but it was definitely one of the 80 restaurants I worked at in Philly.
You worked at 2. Just kidding.
I don't
my
know
God.
what I don't think there is a perfect one. I think it depends.
I think I cooked Jenny a
I know.
pork chop.
Let's just put a pin in this and note. I think I cooked Jenny.
I think I cooked a pork chop because she doesn't like steak. It was either that or some kind of chicken dish with a lemon beurre blanc. Because when I was at the ferry.
Yeah.
That's when I really got like tuned some of my game there. But yeah, I don't know, filet.
You know what? I think my go-to would be, and I've done this before. I like to do, because everybody loves mac and cheese. Everybody.
Yeah.
I would love to do mac and cheese variations. Do like a chorizo mac and cheese. But I would make it from scratch.
What a Pete is this right here?
Peter
It's a
has
Pete
never
that likes
made mac and
making.
He makes oodles and noodles.
Wow.
Top ramen.
I have to watch this figure nowadays compared to before.
I am dying. I've never had mac and cheese from Peter.
You want me to make some
my
tonight?
God.
No.
Why not?
Because it feels slutty now.
I feel you sloppy seconds over here. I don't want that bitch's mac and
Slutty
cheese.
cheese.
I am making some right now tonight.
Oh, for
But mac and
fuck's
cheese,
sake.
I feel like everybody loves mac and cheese. Person likes seafood, shrimp, crab, lobster. Yeah. They like sausage, chorizo. That's all I got for that. But andouille.
That's so funny.
I feel like that's
what did
like
you
a
cook,
safe
Pete?
one.
What
It's
did you cook,
hearty.
Pete?
It's
I
homey.
compete everything.
No, what did you cook, Pete, for your first meal?
For the first meal, I really don't remember the first
I
meal,
thought
but I
it'd
feel
be
like
like tacos.
I was gonna say my go-to is tacos. This man probably has eaten tacos for 45 days straight now.
I love tacos.
But I'm really good at making tacos and like all different kinds too. So I feel
Do
like
you make multiple sauces?
yeah, like I'll make different sauces from scratch. I make everything from scratch.
She'll
My
make tacos.
spoiled husband.
What I do is I take one pot, I put the meat in, I spice it up. Because I'm at home. I just want quick and efficient.
With El Paso's taco seasoning.
Yeah. When she cooks it,
Oh
the
my God.
herbs come out in jars. They are lined up. The cutting board, shiny knife, every sauce,
blanching
every
tomatoes.
ingredient. She's doing everything. And I'm like, shit, I'm not going to eat for like 2 more hours, but it's going to be
That's his
delicious.
concern.
Oh my God, this is insane right now. And it's so funny that you do a lot of cooking for Pete.
All the cooking.
Jenny does a lot of cooking now at home, even though I'm a better cook than her she is, but she does all the cooking. And I don't know why, but she's like, I just want to do it. I said, whatever. And she couldn't cook anything. When she first met her, she would burn toast. She would put chicken in a crock pot,
Jenny.
and she would have takeout. And now it's her. And I'm like, no, let's work on it. Now she's made the best meatloaf I ever had. She makes me my own ziti with homemade Alfredo sauce because I can't have red sauce.
Oh, right.
And she does, and she'll cook me steak.
Yeah.
And it's fucking delicious.
Go off, Jenny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like especially it got to the point where I'm like, well, just let me cook because like I know what Peter's capable of, obviously, like within all of the restaurants. And I know, listen, I get emails all the time, especially for catering. It's like, oh my God, Peter cooked this one thing at YB and I literally live and long for it all the time. And I'm like,
The triple D.
I wouldn't know. But like when we're home, again, Peter's like, El Paso seasoning and ground beef. I'm making dinner tonight. And I'm like, that's just like when I have the idea of like, let's make dinner and sit down together and do this. He's like, okay, what's the simplest, easiest 5-minute meal I can make?
This is true.
Whereas
I do
I'm
that.
like, fuck it, I'll cook because like I want an intricate meal. Like I want something like
I
not
just
even
don't
intricate,
like
but, like-
doing
But you want-
dishes.
that's so because that's what Jenny said. Same thing. She wants a meal.
But that's-
she wants the
yeah.
green beans and the potatoes and take
I
her
want
time. I'm like,
sides
no,
and-
maybe because we're in the kitchen.
I don't know. I just like
in and
a
out.
vehicle for the food on my plate to
My
enter
thing
my
is-
mouth,
I
which
just
is a
want the food
tortilla
in my mouth.
or
my
bread.
thing is that like I love to eat out. You love
So
like
do
we
I.
love to
Hi-yo!
but like I love to eat out, so it's like when you do have to cook at home, it's like fuck, all I want to do is go out and eat something. You know what I mean? Like I don't really like, it's not that I don't want to cook, but it's just like I would rather go out and sit down and have a meal somewhere. And if I can't have that, or if I'm budgeting or if I'm doing something, like let me try to recreate that experience at home to where it's just like I don't feel like I'm missing out going out to eat. You know what I mean? To whereas like literally Peter's like, no, fuck it. Like,
Well, no, here
it's 3
I feel
steps.
like, all right, first of all, I think society in general eats out way more than they did 20 years ago.
Well, because there's more
with
options
everything.
now.
There's so many more
yeah.
options. The price cost at the supermarket. I think we brought this up on another episode in the past, but it's sometimes just cheaper to take the family out and eat out. Sometimes. Sometimes. But also, a lot of people don't know how to cook.
Well, they
And they don't want to learn because they can go out
Yeah.
and eat. But at the same time, I think like the larger family you start having, if you have 1 kid, then 2 and 3, then all of a sudden you got to cook at home. It's so much easier to cook.
Yeah.
Make one big meatloaf or casserole or. But
spaghetti
I
and
find it.
meatballs
I
or
just
something.
find it. I guarantee you. I feel like with 2 kids in a house or 3 kids in a house, I would cook way more at home because it would just be easier.
My mom cooks
good
6
to know. Good to know. Things are looking up for this family.
nights. My mom cooks 6 nights a week.
Yes, and I think that's also.
And there were
I don't want to
four
say like
kids.
that's my gripe because like I love you, I'm still gonna cook whatever. But
Love you too. Oh, Peter, sorry.
But like I grew up in a family where we never went out to eat, and I think that's why like I do love to go out to eat now. We never ever went out to eat. Maybe like daddy daughter dances or like the occasional like celebration, but it was strictly like we ate 5 o'clock at home. It didn't matter. If we wanted to hang out with friends, bring them to the table. It doesn't matter. Like you're not missing dinner. And so even with Theo, like we talked about it before, I'm like, I want to start doing like sit down and have family dinners and like, you know, do those things because that's what I grew up on. And my parents would make like a salad and bread and 2 sides and a protein. Like it was always like a meal. And we just like, we don't do that, man.
Well, it's harder because our lifestyle with the restaurants are always in and out. But like my mother and my father worked 9 to 5s. So it was easier for them to be having dinner at because our dinner time was 5:30. It's a lot harder when in restaurants if your dinner time is you're busy from the 5 to 8 to have that.
For sure.
You know what
and
I'm
you know
saying?
what? I don't think there's like any pressure, like especially again, because we are in the industry and like we're running around and half the time we just eat at work and like whatever's quick and like ready to go.
Absolutely.
But I think it is the nights that we're like, oh, okay, we're eating home. We're going to cook at home. What are we going to go to the supermarket for? And it's like, grab the
Tacos. So I know if I want tacos, I'm coming over.
For Peter, like he's honestly, this also to say like easiest man I could ever cook for in my entire life. Like I really could keep it so easy. 3 things: meatballs, tacos, or like hamburgers. And it all comes down to the same meat, just different seasoning.
Yeah. All the tacos I make, like I just get ground turkey. I make ground turkey tacos because I don't feel bad eating like 14 of them in one sitting. And I don't really eat 14 of them.
Yes, you do.
Depends on the size of the taco shell. But
hard or soft?
Depends.
It goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a coin toss. But that's also a good first date dish. Tacos.
No, that's why like tacos is like a great one. And because I feel like you could do so many, like if you wanted to be a little bit more upscale, you could do like steak and shrimp tacos or whatever, like pulled chicken tacos. Or if you're just like, and then once you get into an established relationship, you pull out the ground meat.
And that's it.
So, I like that because it's the same thing. Everybody likes, there's so many variations of tacos. You can't go wrong. Just go with something that
I feel like it's something that you can still make like to be like an exceptional dish. You know what I mean? Like you can do the silliest little thing with like a taco, like making a slaw to go on top of a shrimp taco that would pull it in and they'd be like, damn, this is really good. This was a good first impression.
But see, just to throw that out there, she's talking about multiple cutting boards, multiple proteins and vegetables, mac and cheese, milk, flour, cheese, pasta, and whatever protein you want to put in there.
You better have mac and cheese tonight for dinner. And it better be fucking delicious.
I can make a good mac and cheese.
I'll mac your cheese.
Okay.
Restaurant punk.
I like that.
Restaurant punk.
Cook for your ladies.
Oh, ladies cook for us.
What a diva.
What a diva.
All right.
Restaurant punk. Sorry. I'm just really hungry now.
All right. Restaurant punk.
Restaurant punk.
Ow.
Wow.
Is Mercury retrograding?
What you got? What do you want?